Hello everyone, welcome back to another video and another video of the cowboy build. This job just goes on and on and on. So I'm here today. I've been waiting for a couple of bits and stuff. The kitchen is being designed right now, both kitchens. We've got a wall to move as well in here for the kitchen. So changes. There's a lot of changes that have been coming up now since that sort of final fittings and so on are coming in, and someone else has been dealing with that. So yeah, it's just a bit, I'll be honest, it's becoming a little bit long-winded, but it is what it is. We are where we are and we just got to keep moving. But now, the last time I think I might have been here, I showed you guys some other bathroom that I started doing. Obviously then we found some dodgy joists downstairs. We've sorted those out. Now I've come back to the bathroom now. We've got some more changes again. So we had already started test fitting stuff. We run the pipe work under the floors. We had test fitted the bath, put the bath taps on. Test fitted toilet and sink. That was all in position. It was all good to go. It's just finalizing the last few bits, and then we would have probably been ready to start tiling in here. Now we're going back to the drawing board with the bathroom. The bath is no longer here, so they don't like the bath. I'll show you guys how the layout used to be, and I'll show you what I've changed, and hopefully it'll make a little bit more sense. So you guys might remember, this is the back wall, the last wall that we did some work on. We take the boiler off, we got that all sorted out. We ended up taking all the pipe work out. We've run all new pipes all the way from the third floor all the way back down. So all the floors are putting new water pipes because it was just a mess. There's so much dodgy additions that have happened in this house over the years. Walls going up here, across the wall here, down here, joining here, going back upstairs, going back downstairs. It's just a nightmare. So we ended up pulling all the old copper pipe out, and we've been running new pipes. Now what I had done is we had already run pipe. Let's see if I can show you guys. We had already run under the floor here two 22 mil pipes for the bath. So the bath was here. You can see I've taken the bath out. Now customers said it's not enough space in here. Before, the bath used to be down this end, and then the sink used to be down that end. The problem with that though was that this end, the ceiling is really low, and you couldn't get the bath panel and the bath in. You couldn't get a bath or a bath panel in. So having a shower there was always a problem to have. So now we're trying to put a shower in. I moved the bath down this end and put the sink down that end. So we had a bath here, 1700 mil bath, and the space is a little bit tight. You know, for them, I mean, it's fine for you. Obviously it's fine. I mean, it's fine for me, but I get it. It's a bit tight. I did suggest getting a shorter bath, like a 1500 mil bath. In the end, they decided they want to get rid of the bath altogether and go for a shower. So the shower now tray has arrived. We've been waiting for some of that stuff to come. Here is the shower. You guys can see it. It's a 1200 mil shower. I think 1200 by 700. So now we are going into a shower territory. So now what originally said, because I was just like, I did not look forward to just taking floors up and all that stuff, running waste pipes and all that, because the waste pipe was above floor for the bath, how as it was before. It was going to get boxed in out and then back there, straight down, pick up the sink down that side and go straight out. You can see the hole in the wall where the pipe was. So me being me, even though I said, look, this is how we're going to do it, I just come to do it now, and I'm just like, I won't feel happy raising the shower off the floor that high. I'm just not going to feel happy with it after all the work we've done. So I'm back under the floor now, and I'm going to run some waste pipe underneath the floor. It means we have to bore out the wall on the outside here again and get some pipe underneath and outside. So it means all this flooring coming up. Also, these pipes were just going to run straight up underneath the bath into the bath taps. Can't do that now. They're going to go up the wall in here to shower. So I've had to cut this wall out on the inside here to run these pipes up. We need to put some fixings and stuff to put a shower onto there. And then also here, if you guys can see, I cut some holes in that floorboard there to run them down. And then I need to connect them to these two 22 mil pipes. So they're going to go from 22 to 15 mil up the wall there. I need to put in the waste for the shower, which is this one, which is going to go somewhere. I've already marked it. It goes somewhere around here. there was actually a notch here already in this joist. I just opened it out just a little bit more and we can get our waste pipe. Sorry, not our waste pipe. No, waste pipe's going to go here now. So I was going to go that way. No, actually, the waste pipe's going to go there. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting myself there, guys. What I was hoping to do was to have the waste pipe basically here and just go straight down here, all the way down and go outside to there. Okay, but the problem is this ceiling here is the bedroom below, which is fully done, decorated. There's the partition wall here, and this is the bathroom downstairs. Now, the problem with this is I don't want to make sure I don't damage anything. And when the guys had before they put the new ceilings up, they put a load of noggins in here. There's a couple of noggins in this junction here. You can actually see one down here as well. You can see a noggin here. Now, my pipe will hit that noggin. It needs to be lower. So it means that I can't run it through here without taking these noggins out. And if I take noggins out, I'm going to rip the ceiling plasterboard, the screws out of the ceiling downstairs and damage the ceiling. I'm not doing that. So I'm going to go across into this side where the pipes are already running. There's no noggins in the bathroom side. So I now have to run this across here. As I said, there was already a knockout here. I just made it a little bit bigger to get the pipe through. So it's going to run across through here, and I'm going to use a flexi and then a straight run down. And then that way I can clip it down to that noggin down here, to this joist down here, and run the waste down. And when I reach down here now, down the end, I will drop the sink one and tee into it in the wall, and then I run outside. So yeah, this is where we're at. We're just back to a load of this stuff, which is time consuming. I had to go and get a couple of bits as well that I didn't have to do all the connections. But I'm going to try and connect it all up and see if we can also get that connected up. As I said, once that's all done, I get all the pipe work finished. I get the tray in and everything. I'm basically I'm going to put something down on the floor. And then we're basically just ready to start tiling in here. Hey guys, so I'm going to crack on with this. Wish me luck. I will get back to you in a minute once we've done some connections, and I'll show you guys what I did. Guys, I'm back. Quick update. This has been hours later. I've been busy. I've done a lot of work, and I'm going to show you guys what I've done. I think I've got the majority main bits done. I actually got the house connected back again. So because when we had shut all the took all the pipes out, we had cut the pipe work off from the ground floor where the mains pipe comes in, so we had no water in the house. So I've actually got the first room connected it all the way downstairs to the pipe work that we ran all the way down. So we've actually got water up here now. So what I've done for now is just to test the pipe work. I've fed the cold water feed into the hot and the cold water pipe, so I just split it and fed both pipes, so that way I could check both sides for leaks that will run all the way back down to the kitchen. And it looks like we're good to go. So I'm going to show you guys what I've done so far and show you what we'll be doing next. All right guys, so where do we start? We start here with the shower control. Mixer controls are fitted to the wall. So we have two-way. We have one head that's going to come up the wall. It's going to be like a rainfall or whatever overhead one, and then you have a handheld one that goes under here, which we'll probably screw to the wall, and you can take it off and use it manually. So that's that. It's got controls here for whichever side you want, the top or the bottom. You go left or right, and then you've got your thermostat you control here, and hot and cold and all that stuff here. So that is basically there. So what I did is I've just used these, let's see if you can see these elbows here. I can't remember what they call them, but they've got this mounting bracket that you can mount them on. So I put some timber in there, screwed it into the joist, across to the joist, and they basically screw on, get them level. I've connected my pipe work in here, and basically we've run down. So now I've connected into the 22mm pipe that we originally had run for the bath. So there's one here, and the other one is on this side here somewhere. It's coming all the way through here. Fitted the waste in here on a flexi as well for the shower, so we can maneuver that around and get that once the shower tray is in place. And that's been connected here It's a 40mm pipe. And then I've had to run it all the way, as you guys can see there, like dealing with this crumbly, bad brickwork outside. I've gone straight through, so I've got to sort that out from outside now. And I've also got a waste pipe for the sink and hot and cold pipes that are there. So what I've done for now, as I said, I think I said already, is I've just connected hot and cold together at the main source so that I could just test the pipes, make sure we've got no leaks. We also connected the toilet, and that's all working and flushing. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to make sure that this is working okay. I'm going to get a bucket on here, open this, and open the top one as well, and just make sure we got water coming out. All right, here we go. So I'm not sure which one this one. I think this one is the top, so I think this one is the bottom one. Or is it? No, yeah, there we go. This is the bottom one. So we've got water coming out the bottom one. And the top one has got a cap on it. Let's get this cap off. We should get some water coming out of the top. If I can get this off in one hand. Let's take this out of the way first. Okay. So this way should be the top. You guys can see we've got water coming out of the top. So I will cover that and make sure no dust gets in there. And that is basically our shower plumbed in. So all we've got to do is patch that up now. And then next will be patch up all the floor and everything, put the shower tray in, and then basically sort out the floor, which we need to apply. And then we're basically ready to do some tiling on the walls in here. Guys, so update, this is the end of the day and I am finished. So what I managed to get done, quite happy to be honest with getting all the plumbing done. It's pretty much done. I fitted the shower tray as well. This floor is not level, so a bit of a pain in the ass, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to ply line it, and I think I'm going to end up self-leveling on top of that, just to get it straight, because otherwise it's just a nightmare. But let me show you guys what we done, or what I did. So here we go, guys. We have the tray fitted, waste is all fitted and connected, and obviously we've connected the controls in there as well. So moving along, we are on this side, we have temporarily the sink is connected. Let me see if I can show you guys where the waste pipes and so on are going to come through. They basically come through there, the bottom in the corner here. So they will obviously get connected to here, and then theirs will get connected. I'll run some pipes around the back there and connect those up. So then I just need to connect it from the outside back into the drain, and then that's basically sink connected up. Toilet is already connected up and it's already working. So we have water in here. You guys can see we've got water. So we basically got this connected. We've got, well, that's easy to connect. This is connected. So next will be the floor. I'm gonna, as I said, ply line the floor. I've got a little bit of plasterboard to dot and dab at the back there. I'll pull this out and do it anyway. I'm gonna put some ply on the floor here, and then check the levels, see where I need self-leveling. Probably over the whole thing, but I think it's a bit lower here. So I'm gonna self-level it. I'll just prime it and self-level it, and then I'll have a nice level floor in here, which I can then tile in. Again, I'll take the toilet and the sink out of here, and then I'll tile the floor. Once the floor's tiled, then we can tile the walls. I think from my memory, I need to double check that we're only tiling this wall here, this full wall, I think. And we're tiling this big wall here, and I think we're tiling this wall here. And I think the wall with the radiator on this side here, I think it's just gonna be painted. Don't think it's getting tiled from my remembrance. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I think someone was asking about vent. Yes, we do have ventilation. We have a cable in here. I've got where it's marked somewhere. And then we're gonna have a vent out into the ceiling there. So that will be, and that will come out the roof. Talking about venting the roof, there's a couple of changes we've got to do now to the layout because of the new, or the kitchen design. It's dark in here, so you probably can't see much. But we had the cooker and all that and gas, everything here. That's all getting moved now to that side. And so it will only be the sink here. It was just too tight. You had a sink and a cooker right next to each other, which was ridiculous. So there'll be a sink here and then the cooker and oven and stuff will be on that side. Boiler is getting replaced, so what they're asking is they wanted to have the worktop go around, I think like an L or maybe all the way around. So they wanted to see if I could get rid of this boiler. So at the moment it's looking like the boiler is going to go onto this wall up here, on this wall here, as high up as we can, and the flue will then go straight out of the roof as well, because this flue here is, whoever's done this, again, as I said, like almost everything in this house is dodgy. I'll show you why this just needs to go anyway. So let's move around to this room, which is obviously a few steps up. So this part of the house is a few steps up. Now if you look out here, whoever did the flue at one point, you can see, oh gosh, if you can, you see, maybe. Let's see if I can show you guys. This window hits the gutter, lovely. So I can't even open it to show you. Just crazy. But I'm not sure if you guys can see the flue here. There is a flue here. That white bit of pipe there, just about somewhere about here, there's a little bit of white pipe. That's the flue sticking out. Wind can blow the fumes right into this window, into this bedroom. Someone could be sleeping at night, heating's on at night, and just have exhaust coming into this room. So it's just bad anyway, it's got to come out. So we're going to put, you can see the roof up here, sorry, windows are so dirty, but we're going to have the flue further up on that wall, which I showed you, and it will come out of the roof, which will be way higher than this window. So you don't have to worry about that. So that's just something else that's come up, I noticed that. So we'll be moving that from there, that's that anyway. You guys have seen all this room, and this room is all painted. I want to show you guys now a little bit of the design for the other kitchen, which is, sorry, down here. So this is the kitchen on the first floor. So this, when you entered through here, this used to be a massive room. This house has such big rooms. A lot of the kitchen, all these bathroom that we got upstairs are all just been added later on. This house just had big rooms, lots of big rooms, probably drawing rooms, games rooms, all these sort of, you know, it's this style house back in the day. So this is all a kitchen that they've put in here. Now this is a stud wall. That whole wall is a stud wall coming up to here. So basically you used to come through this door, and then this whole thing was a room. Because if you look up here, you can see the architrave or coving, which goes all the way through into this room. It goes all the way around that bay window and goes into the kitchen. So this is all a stud wall that was added in. So this wall is staying, this stud wall, but what's coming out now is this wall. And also it's just weird the way it was. You had no door in the kitchen, and you had a door on this sort of little corridor here, which again, you know, for fire, it doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna get rid of this door to the hallway, get rid of this door, and then this partition is gonna come out here, and it's going to be moved. See if I can show you guys, sorry. It's going to be moved further that way to give a bit more space in the kitchen, because the new design, all this stuff on this gallery here is going to be moved, and everything is going to be on the left hand side, and it's going to do an L in front of the window. So I think the sink will be down by the window, and then it will come around L all the way around to here. So we're going to push this wall out a bit more, get a bit more space. And then the door, instead of it being to the right, because there'll be a few narrowed units, base units along this wall here, it's going to come more central. So there'll be a new doorway here with a fire door on it. That'll be a kitchen, and then this will just all be part of the hallway here. Basically, this will all be part of the hallway. So yeah, so that's a non-structural wall that's going to be coming out. I think that's it really as far as that. So that kitchen is being designed right now. The other kitchen upstairs is being finalized design right now. So all I'm working on right now is this bathroom. And as soon as I finish this bathroom, I'm going to be going down to the bottom one below to do the other bathroom and toilet below. So this is pretty much where we're at. So yeah, hope this makes sense. Guys, so that's it. So I'm off. It's Friday. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend, whatever you do. I am going home to rest and relax and recuperate. until next week. So guys, until the next video, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Thanks for watching.